Look at me, Cecil.
Photographer David Bailey's portfolio is a who's who of swinging 60s London. The Who, the Stones, Michael Caine, Lennon and McCartney.
Did you feel cool in the 60s?
No, yeah, no, yes. Didn't really think about it.
But he was pals with Mick Jagger, lived with Jean Shrimpton, married Catherine Deneuve. And his angular portraits, many now iconic, have come to define the decade.
This is such a great night for photography.
New York's National Arts Club recently honored Bailey, now 70, with a Lifetime Achievement Award.
So you're a Cockney kid from the East End.
Yeah.
How did you end up being a photographer?
Well, it's better than being a car thief, I guess. That was the option.
That was the option?
Or a boxer, and I never liked getting hit.
The dyslexic son of a London tailor, Bailey struggled through school, but always had an artistic eye.
When I was about 17, 16, I saw a Picasso paintings, and that changed my life, really.
What struck you about his pictures?
That there was no rules, and I like that.
He started in fashion.
This picture changed everything.
This radical pose he shot for a London paper in 1960 got him noticed.
And this picture looks corny now, but when it was done, models didn't sit on the floor and talk to squirrels.
That year, British Vogue offered him a contract. Then this leggy young model caught his attention.
And Jean had that magic that it's almost impossible to explain.
Jean Shrimpton quickly became Bailey's muse. In January of 1962, on the streets of New York, Bailey reeled off a series of shots of the shrimp, as she came to be known. No lights, no makeup, no crew.
Jean and I did it ourselves.
Appearing in Vogue, these spontaneous snapshots would turn the stiff world of fashion photography upside down.
It wasn't intellectual, it was an instinctive thing. Mm-hmm. I'm not very clever, I just go by instinct.
Their collaboration made her a supermodel and him a star.
It was a great relationship because we worked together for about 3 years non-stop.
You didn't just work together either.
Oh, no, we made love too. I mean, she insisted, but, I wanted to go along with it.
Bailey became as famous for his female companions as he was for his photographs.
Come on, that's great, that's good, come on, more of that.
The hedonistic British photographer in the 1967 film Blow Up was based on Bailey.
Did you see Blow Up?
Yes, I did, in New York with Catherine Deneuve, who was another one of actually, it was a wife.
The second of his 4 wives, the French actress married Bailey in 1965.
She's a wonderful woman. I always thought she was a perfect Hitchcock woman because you've got this image of her, and she's not like that at all. She's really funny and got a great sense of humor.
You got married after 2 months?
Oh, I don't remember. Was it that long?
And I heard you went to your wedding, what, in like a sweater and jeans?
Yeah, like this. I never changed. And this is how I'm going to die.
In the 70s, Bailey branched out into filmmaking. In a documentary about Andy Warhol, he interviewed the artist in bed.
Why were the movies called underground movies in the beginning, Andy?
Because they were always shown in the cellars.
That was the strangest film. I mean,
good film. It's the best film on Andy. At least I got him to speak.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is a Lifetime Achievement Award in that alone.
Today, in his London studio, the working class kid is still at work.
You're into flowers these days.
Yeah, flowers have always been a challenge.
His latest, a series of giant floral still lifes.
Now, what made you go to flowers?
What made me go to flowers? I think because they're so beautiful already, it's hard to take them somewhere else. I want that one. We blow them up anyway.
And he's still shooting portraits. Robert De Niro, Michael Caine, Jack Nicholson, and a reunion of the artist and his original muse, Jean Shrimpton.
How do you in the mood to take their portrait and get what you want?
Well, I don't know.
Or do you know what you want going in?
No, I never know what I want. Never.
Bailey has a glint in his eye. Doesn't just have a camera up to his eye. He has a point of view, a very specific idea about what he's photographing.
Angelica Houston is the subject of Bailey's latest book, a collection of photographs he took of her in 1975.
She's just wonderful, Angelica. I like people that make their own beauty. She's become beautiful because she's Angelica in a way. Look at her face, everything's wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
But when you put the jigsaw puzzle together, it sort of works.
Working with Bailey was always, it was flirting, it was teasing, it was funny, it was witty. It was always a trip, always an adventure.
With his wife, Catherine, another former model who he married in 1986, Bailey has 3 children. But it's hard to say he's settled down. At 70, David Bailey is still irreverent, still a provocateur.
People say, oh, you're fat. I said, yes, but I got great memories.
And somehow, still getting the last laugh.
It's as good as it gets.